Virtually Inspired, the show that is all about helping you up your game when it comes to virtual learning experiences. Let's change the landscape of virtual from awful to awesome. My name is Melissa Dinwiddie, and I help innovative, people-first organizations grow sales, retain customers, retain talent with creative virtual experiences because I infuse connection, joy, and delight into virtual trainings and events. So welcome. Today's guest is Wiebke Wimmer, who comes all the way from Germany. It's very late at night right now. She uses simple and effective methods from applied improvisation, which is one of my tools that's very near and dear to my heart, which if you have been watching any of these live experiences that I've been hosting, you will be familiar with. Wiebke helps coaches and trainers, lecturers, and executives to bring momentum to the digital booth and to inspire interactively in online meetings. She is a qualified linguist and systemic process facilitator, and she's been improvising full-time for almost a quarter of a century, both on stage and in the seminar room. As an experienced trainer and coach, she conveys creative tools and agile impulses in online seminars and sessions to bring variety to digital and analog spaces and to remain able to act in challenging situations, which is something that, we all can use. So welcome, Wiebke.
Hi, Melissa.
It is so good to have you here. I think that we first met, was it in one of my non-boring virtual meetings workshops?
Yes. I got the tip from a friend and customer, Christine, and she sent me the mail and she said, you have to go there. So this is you across the ocean, something like this.
That's wonderful.
And it was I just fell in love with the virtual creative sandbox. That was so nice. I think I had 3 or 4 experiences like those hours. So wonderful.
Well, I loved every time that you were in one of my workshops. It was always such a delight, and it was always so distinctive to have you there because you had that beautiful, clean blue background with the fishes.
Yes.
Your little fishes, there they are.
I love them. Yes, I live close to the sea, so I have the fish in my room.
Nice.
In the virtual space too.
So now you are a performance improviser as well as an applied improviser.
That's right.
How long have you been improvising?
Oh, I started improvising in 1997, so this has been 25 years. It's a quarter of the century. And I started with a group. We were crazy performers. I mean, you know that. We just started. We were just happy with improv and trying things out, and then professionalizing. And with that, being a professional on stage, came the training and the seminars and teaching business people how to apply spontaneity, trust in your own creativity, joy, all the things you said in advance to bring it into the work, to bring it into change, to bring it into transformation. And then with COVID 2 years ago, of course, everything broke down, and I immediately started with virtual trainings because I attended some open space sessions and some trainings, and it was really boring because everybody was staring at the screen, or there was a black hole, there was no movement, there were no bodies, there was just this window, if at all. And I thought I think I know something, or I can develop something that makes it easier and more fun, and with a little more extra to it. You said momentum, and this was really important to me. And I think improv can bring so much into this. And also embodiment, using the body, using the whole body, because we're so detached from it. We can be so detached from it when we struggle with Zoom, and struggle with the camera, and struggle with tools like whiteboards. We tend to be only in our heads and in our eyes, and we get tired. And I try to bring the body and improv into it. So
I love it.
I don't try, I do it.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, you and I are on the same wavelength. And I know you've brought some activities. I have no idea what they are, but I'm excited to be your guinea pig. Meep, 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 meep. I had guinea pigs as a child, so
okay.
they make this little squeaky sound in a guinea pig. So that's what I was doing. I was being a guinea pig there, in case anybody was wondering. So, bring it on. What's your first activity?
Yes. Okay. Well, I told you that I attended a very boring meeting, and one person said, okay, let's do some embodiment. And he did something like this. And that was it. So 2 times, and he said that was embodiment. I said, no way. We need to do this longer. And so, and so I invented something that I got from my, how do you say, massage therapist, something who just, okay. And she said, you have to do this. You have to climb an imaginary rope, just reach very high up, and then pull it down. I get a little bag so you can see it. And don't do this 4 times. Do it like 100 times. And that was very long. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it 49 times. 49 times, and I'm going to count with you aloud. And but this is easy, because we can count from 1 to 49 without thinking about it, without our mind being involved. And that's what I want to combine. I want the body and the brain to work together. So I pull the rope with my body. I do something for my shoulders. I count. And with every number that is divisible through 7, is that right? Because 49 is 7 times 7. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then something happens. Oh. And let's try to spot an animal when we're doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on 7 we see an animal around and we name it. Oh, it's a guinea pig. And then we go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and on 14 there's going to be another animal. Okay. And we're doing it at the same time, but maybe not at the same speed. Everybody's doing it at the same time, and we hear this nice chaos and this a seagull. Oh, there's a dog. This from time to time. So you really have to concentrate with the numbers and with spotting the animals. Is that clear? Because I invented it just a minute ago.
I just have one question. Are these imaginary animals, or are we looking in our space to see find actual animals in our space?
It's imaginary.
Great.
But if you have 7 animals in your room, you're lucky.
I mean, I have images of animals around that I can point to.
Okay. No, it's imaginary animals. So let's just try it and when we're on 49, we celebrate and just always grab it. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
Good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, a dog. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, there's a lion.
Seagull.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, snake. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, wow. There's a
There's a
crocodile. I don't know.
unicorn.
Yes, I saw it too. Oh, 29, 20,
29,
30, 31, 32,
32,
33,
33,
34.
34. There's
A
an
whale.
elephant.
A whale. Yes, and I saw a whale.
Big
Okay, let's
animal.
go. 36, 37, 38, 39,
40,
40, 41.
41.
Ooh.
There's
Fish.
a rhinoceros.
Oh, and I saw a fish swimming after it. It's gone. 43, 44,
44, 45,
46, 47, 48.
48.
Yeah, we got it. Wow.
Saber-tooth tiger.
You had a tiger?
Saber-tooth
I had a lion.
Lots of big cats.
So yeah, this might work because we connected. We were just like, huh? I had a and you had a and so we were in a rhythm together. Maybe it's a little too complicated with the animals. Usually I just say with every number that is dividable through 7, go like this, because it's so exhausting, and then you go on. So, but I just wanted to try it with you with the animals. You know, because I have the animals around me now.
What I enjoyed about this activity is it really gets you out of your head, because Absolutely. You have to think when it's divided by 7, for somebody who's not, maybe people who were like super math whiz people, that would be like a total snap and they wouldn't have to think about it. But somebody like me, I really have to think about it. Yes. And so there's that. And then I really enjoyed the fact that each of us was looking around for an animal, because you have to think about, well, what is the animal that I'm seeing? And I enjoyed that you were looking for an animal, because then I was sort of, my ears were perked for, and what's Wiebke? What's the animal that she's seeing? So that was really interesting. And I'm curious what would happen if there were a bigger group, and that could be total chaos. Yes. But it could also be really interesting to see if there are lots of different animals happening, and moments of connection of, you saw tiger too. Or you saw lion, I saw tiger. And that could create, an interesting moment. Yes. And I found that really intriguing. And then I also really, really enjoyed the opportunity to actually use my body in a more, a bigger way than often happens in a virtual setting.
Yes. That's the main reason I'm doing this. This would be enough, but I just want to add some play and some overdoing it too, because as you said, we always have to think about the numbers. Oh, what's the next number dividable through 7? And we are invited to make mistakes, or to pause and to think, and to stand on a hose, like we say in Germany. When we're not getting it, we're just like, we're standing on the hose so the water doesn't go through. How do you say that?
That's a great idiom. We don't have that idiom in English, and I like it. I like that a lot. Yeah.
So standing on the hose, and that's so beautiful, to be a bit overwhelmed with what is happening, but everybody is. There's nobody who really achieves it. It's nothing to achieve. It's too much. It's the body, it's the brain, and it's the animals. And this is the beauty of chaos. But if we feel that it's too much for our group, we can take things away. We can take the animals away and say, let's just count. And with every number dividable through 7, we go like this.
Yeah.
And you can also turn your camera off. This is nice to hear the others. It's nice to keep the microphones on. But you can, if you don't want anyone to see you going like this, and I work a lot with introvert persons, and they feel like this is too much, turn your cameras off. And please turn them back on after this again, so we can all be protected in the space where we are.
I
And
love that. Yeah. So there's so many different levels on which you can play this game. But,
yeah.
when you do it with the cameras on and the microphones on and the animals, so there's
Mhm.
this lovely chaos happening in an idiom that we would use in English. We'd call that a brain fry.
A
And then
brain fry,
brain
yeah.
fry, and it's intentional. That
Mhm.
the idea is that the goal is to sort of overwhelm the circuits, so
Yeah,
that you're like, there's too much going on. And there's so many improv games that are like that. They're designed to get you to, make a mistake because you overwhelm the circuits. And
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's often, as improvisers, as performance improvisers, we both know that that's often when the best stuff happens, because we
Oh
get
yeah.
past the editor inside of our brain, right?
Yes.
So we have to get comfortable being in that place.
And I think it works so beautifully when you let the body go ahead, when you work with the body. I've seen and played so much improv with only talking heads, with nothing but language and nothing but facial expression. And I love improv with the bodies and with movement and with with this brain fry too. And I think the body is, on the one hand, helps the brain to fry, and on the other hand, is so supporting that we don't feel like we're making mistakes. It's like we feel in the moment, we feel that we are here right now. And this is so important with virtual meetings, to be right here. And this is what I have with me.
Absolutely. Yes. What a great activity. Thank you for sharing that. What do
Um,
you have next?
um, well, I also like to embody those classic improv games, like the word association. I give you a word and you give me the next word. Um, and I see this very often when I teach it or when I do it, especially online. Things that I'm doing right now, I'm looking at the ceiling. So I give you candle, and you're like, candle, 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 fire. So you say the word, and after that, you make maybe this, or you don't make this at all. You don't give a hand sign or get an eye contact. So this is all, again, brains and words. And I like to play it like this, that I send my body forward, that my body goes ahead, my hand goes ahead. I don't have any idea, but my hand goes, I know exactly what to say next. And so something happens. So I go like this, it's bread. And now you get the bread, just take it, and then
Oh,
you give me something else.
sandwich.
Sandwich, butter,
Knife.
fork,
Spoon.
a baby,
Diaper.
shit,
Pee-pee.
oh, a monkey,
Banana.
a fruit basket,
Straw.
strawberry,
Blueberry.
watermelon,
Summer.
fall.
Winter.
That's so good to go like. That's what just happened right now. This ninja movement. I love it.
I love it too. I've played that word association game so much, but I've never done it with any kind of movement like that. It's always just been pure verbal.
Yeah, I know. I've been there for all those years, and I learned that it wasn't so much fun for the people involved when they were only in their heads and thinking, "Am I doing it right?" And I'm always teaching, just doesn't matter what you say, cannot be wrong. Don't make all the mistakes, and the body doesn't believe it. And when you go like, it's like we know we practiced this. It's totally clear what's coming on next, and with a little nod in the head and the eyes, it's so easy, isn't it? It's way easier than this.
It's really amazing. There's something about just that simple motion and the sound, that
That's good.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, there's something about that really frees up something. It's really fascinating to me, but it changes something,
Yes.
even though we're doing the exact same thing. We're just, we're coming up with a word association, but
Yeah.
it's like it loosens something. That's so fascinating to me.
It's totally different, right, than the usual one. And sometimes when people are a little shy with this taking and giving, with sending the movement first before the word comes out, I encourage them to say, with this movement, I know exactly what comes next. Just to go, I know what comes next, or with the nod, and then take the words slowly back again, and you don't have to use them later on, but just to make sure that this is going to be all right, and this is, I know what comes next. I know what comes next. So, and this is the what next thing. This is more verbal, but it can help to put out the body and to put out the sign and to send the body ahead.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about, it reminds me of, you know the game 185?
No.
185 whatevers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, and this part has variations. Either the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." Sometimes the bartender says, "We don't serve whatever's here," whatever. And then the 185 whatevers say, and then you make up a pun. That's the idea.
Yeah.
So, 185 dentists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve dentists here," or, "I'm sorry, we're closed," depending on how you're playing the game, right? And then the 185 dentists say, "Well, we're just flossy." I mean, that's the stupidest thing ever, right? But and then the next person goes, and they make up, 185 dentists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." 185 dentists say, "Well, I've got a bone to pick with you." And, whatever. Like, it's just, the idea is to make a crappy pun.
Yeah.
And, the crappier, the better. And anyway, the reason I bring this up is when I first learned that game, it was at an improv school where the way that was taught was, it was very competitive.
All right.
And it was, it was basically, if you have a hit, you step forward. And so the people who are really good at making up puns, which is not me, stepped forward, and the people who were not sort of hung back and were like, "I really suck at this. I don't know." And I hated that game. I hated it. I hated it so much, because I just felt like I suck at this, and it made me feel bad. And a few years, many years later, my friend Kathy Kloatz Guest, who's an amazing improviser and comedian, completely just, rejuvenated that game for me, because we were in a group of improvisers at an open space, and she totally reframed it for me as a game about creativity. And I realized, and I actually decided that I was just going to step forward, regardless of whether I had a good pun or not. I was just going to do the improv thing of just step forward without an idea and just say something and don't care whether it's good or not. And I had a blast. And I realized that if you set up that game as the idea is to make a crappy pun, not to be the clever one, just make a crappy pun and everybody goes one at a time, not the good people go and all the people who don't know how to make puns well sit in the back and feel badly about themselves, you know?
Yeah, that's not improv. That's
No,
not what
exactly.
not at all.
Exactly. So what we just did is helping to get past the censor.
Yeah.
And that game, when it's set up properly, is a game that can help people get past the censor.
Yes.
And what we just did is a way to help people get past the censor. And like what you do, Wiebke, as what was the verbal prompt that you gave people?
I know what comes next.
I know what comes next.
I know what's
It's just another way to help people get past the censor. And eventually they may not need to say those words in order to get past the censor, but whatever is useful to help people get past the censor is great, because that's all we're trying to do, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's true. I still think about this game, about the 185. I guess I've never heard about this, and because I think it's so much easier. It's not easy, of course, but it's so much easier to play it in English because you have more words, you have more possibilities to make puns. We don't have this in German. We have half the words that you have.
Yeah, that would make it harder.
Yeah.
Make it twice as hard.
But something that is related to this. Do you know this? Do you know what's on my T-shirt? That game?
I don't.
Oh, let's do this. Well, we have a little chorus that goes T-shirt, T-shirt. What's written on my T-shirt? We both say it. It's like T-shirt, T-shirt. What's written on my T-shirt? And Melissa, you give me two words that are absolutely not connected to each other. Just two random words.
Football, peace.
Football and peace. And then I put on my T-shirt, and this is really important because this is the embodiment part. I put on my T-shirt and I pounded it really proud, and I say what's on my T-shirt is like, to play football is peace for the goal. And everybody's like, yeah, everybody's like, stupid phrase. And and it can be really stupid, not funny, whatever-ish. But everybody's happy about this T-shirt slogan.
I love this game.
Let's do this again. And really important is putting on the shirt and pointing at it and saying the stupid, and it really has to suck. It really has to suck. It has to be crappy.
Absolutely key.
That's really important.
That'd be a crappy phrase. Yes.
So make it really crappy. Okay. T-shirt. What's written on my T-shirt? Melissa, glasses and turtle.
Glasses are the
You have to put on the T-shirt.
Oh, thank you. I forgot to put on my T-shirt. Glasses are the road to proud turtles.
Yeah! Put on a T-shirt. Woo! Let's make two more, okay? Okay. T-shirt. What's written on my T-shirt?
Okay. Pizza and horses.
Pizza and horses. Yeah. Just watch this. Have you tried my horse's pizza?
Yay!
It's not vegan, but it's improvised. Ooh. One more for you. T-shirt.
What's written on my t-shirt?
Melissa. Puppy and goodbye.
Poppy and goodbye. Understand my poppy goodbye.
Yeah, oh, this is beautiful. Woo! I want this. I stole this. I stole this from Nadine Antler. She's a fellow improviser from Germany, and she's fantastic. And she taught me this game.
This is fantastic. I love it. And you know what it actually reminds me of is the t-shirts that I've actually never been to Japan, but I know that it has been at times. I don't know about now, but in Japan, there you can find photos of t-shirts in Japan with English words that mean nothing, like combinations of English words that mean nothing together.
That's great.
I guess they like look cool to people who don't speak English. You know, Japanese folks who don't speak English, they'll just like combine English words together.
Same in Europe or in America with Japanese signs or Chinese signs.
Exactly. Just take, here's like some kanji. They don't know what it means. Exactly.
And I think that's a very nice way to introduce it, because it really can be, the game can be called the Japanese t-shirt. So it doesn't have to make any sense. And after a while, it will make sense and it will be poetic, whatever is on the t-shirt.
Oh my God, I love it.
And it's so nice to put it on.
So fun. I know that putting it on is definitely is an essential piece of that game. That's super fun.
Absolutely, because then something happens. It gets playful. It's not like, what's on my t-shirt? And I don't feel my t-shirt because I'm in my head and there's no t-shirt in my head. Yeah. Oh, that's the t-shirt slogan. There's no t-shirt in my head.
And the chant also. T-shirt,
t-shirt.
What's written on my t-shirt?
That's really nice, because it brings everybody together, and it has this light, a little goofy quality. And we are very proud of our t-shirts, and nobody has to think about, am I good at this? Or it's the people who suck at this are way more popular than those. I can do it. So this not about that, but I know those competitive improviser stuff. So I've been there, and I never really liked it.
Yeah, me neither. Not my speed.
No.
These are such wonderful activities, and I love the way that you're really bringing the body into these activities that are so accessible for, virtual spaces, because, we do a lot of embodied activities when we're meeting together in a circle in a room, physically in a room, but so much of what people are doing, too many people are doing, meeting on platforms like Zoom, is just, talking heads. So it's great to bring the body into it. And these are fantastic. Thank you for sharing these activities, Wiebke.
You're so welcome. Thank you for playing with me.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
And how can people find you?
They can find me via my website.
Oh, did you mean this website down there?
You're so fast. Yeah, this one. Yes. So this is in German.
So go
And
up, in other words, go up on Chrome where they can hit Google Translate.
yeah, that's a good idea. And yes, I have workshops. I have kind of a toolbox. I call it Body Brain Toolbox, where people can learn those, very non-complicated games and tools to make their virtual workshops a little lighter. And I do coachings also in English. So whenever you would like to learn some embodied improv activities, I'm with you.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Thank you so
And
much, Melissa.
oh yeah, it's such a delight to have you. I've been wanting to have you on the show for a long time. This is the point where normally I would promote my upcoming learning lab, but this month was the last one. I've been running them for a year. I know. Wah, wah. I know. Yeah, I was running them monthly for a year, so no more monthly learning labs. But you never know. I might pull one out and offer one on a periodic basis, but I'm not doing them monthly anymore. But what I have been doing recently is a lot of videos. So check out my YouTube, and I've been posting some on LinkedIn and also over on Instagram, where you can find me at a_creative_life. But my Creative Sandbox Solutions YouTube channel has a lot of videos up there. And some of them are kind of fun and creative and hopefully get a laugh while they're teaching you something. So those might be interesting for people to check out. And meanwhile, come on back in a couple of weeks where I'm going to have Lisa Yeager as my guest. Lisa is another improviser, an applied improviser, and she is currently completing a second master's degree in wildlife conservation, which augments her volunteer leadership roles for Woodland Park Zoo. And I'm really curious to see what she's going to be doing with us. So come on back for some more activities as always. And again, thank you, Wiebke. It has been so much fun to have you on the show.
Thank you, Melissa. So great to see you, and thank you so much for the time.
And thank you for staying up late for this.
Oh, a pleasure.
All right, thanks everybody. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to get video updates. Thanks.